Welcome back. Sheldon Guy is a high school basketball coach like no other. He's developed a special relationship with his young athletes and taught them how to win. But then something happened that changed everything. And Coach Sheldon is using his darkest hour to inspire not just his team, but just about everybody he meets.
I was at peace. The gym was my serenity. Hearing those basketballs was my serenity. And that's why I tell people basketball saved my life.
Hands! Hands! Be in presence! Be big! Back! That's where it starts! That's where it starts! Let's go! Work hard!
It's the 2021 Samora Basketball Invitational, one of the most anticipated high school tournaments in BC.
Can I get a timeout, please? You guys got 5 buckets, this game's even. Let's go! Let's go!
And Sheldon Guy is coaching the only way he knows how,
Hands, work!
with passion and heart.
Body first, work hard! Work hard!
The 47-year-old is the head coach of the Langley Secondary School Thunderbirds, an inexperienced group searching for an identity. He's beloved by the players on the team.
Go through!
Honestly, if he wasn't our coach, I don't know if I'd be playing basketball right now.
I like Coach Sheldon because he's very proud of what he does. He cares about me and my team. I'm very inspired by him. I think I have built a really good relationship with Coach Sheldon.
So listen, there's a couple things I want to talk to you guys about.
Sheldon's girlfriend, Chelsea Noble, sees firsthand how important the Thunderbirds are to him.
He adores those girls. The days that he gets to go and coach are his best days, I think.
Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
Yeah, they mean a lot to him. He cares about them. They make him work harder.
Move as a unit. Come back as a unit. Reset as a unit.
They are his protector too. They help him all the time, put him where he needs to be.
On the surface, everything appears normal, but Sheldon is now coaching this tournament from a medical deficit, one that didn't exist only a month prior.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Perfect.
Now you're facing the court.
Okay.
3 weeks. 3 weeks was the time frame that it took for my eyesight to go from something is happening to no vision at all.
Basketball was Sheldon Guy's first love. A reprieve from his troubled upbringing, the game brought light to dark times. And now Sheldon lives to spread that light.
My life wasn't the easiest. My real dad wasn't in the picture. My mom was a mother of 4, worked a couple jobs to kind of support us and do what she could. You know, with us moving here to BC, she was in a relationship that I wasn't a favorite into. So I was kind of like the outcast a little bit. And so I didn't really feel part of it. There were some tough moments that basketball kind of got me through.
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Oh, you know?
Good to see you, man. Nice to see you again.
It's awesome seeing you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Sheldon just has this personality that just shines, and you can't help but be drawn to him.
You know, he's a guy that likes to share his passion for basketball in particular, and just always has a smile on his face.
Thanks for doing it.
From a coaching standpoint, I feel like I've always had that bone in my body. Like, you know, I want to be out there. I want to share what I've learned. I want to build a program.
Early in 2020, Langley Secondary's girls basketball program was flailing. Often overlooked in a school dominated by boys football, they needed the right steward. And former athletic director Mark Wise knew he was the man for the job.
I said, hey man, it's yours, turn it around, right? Right the ship, let's make this happen.
I want to be an advocate. I want to be an advocate for women's sports. I want to be an advocate for putting them on a pedestal and allowing them to be at the top of the threshold, just like guys are.
This is our press break.
When I was growing up, girls' sports was non-existent. I don't even remember our girls' basketball team even playing. But our games were on the monitor and then on the announcements, and they was everywhere.
So I'm really proud of you guys right now. So just keep working, okay? They have nothing on us. Let's go.
He sees potential in those girls that no one can really see. Some of them may not even know how to play basketball. He just wants them to just keep improving by themselves and not to just have him tell them to keep going outside or doing this. He wants them to be independent and say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go up here, put up 50 shots or so, do some dribbling moves, or just even do some shots at home. He just wants them to grow on their own.
Oh my gosh.
Sheldon's son, Jaden, was a special assistant coach to his dad during the 2021-2022 basketball season.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Listen to the ball.
Yeah.
Listen to the ball.
Yeah.
Listen to the ball.
Basketball has always connected Sheldon and Jaden. They share a close bond on and off the court.
How close am I?
Like I'd say like two steps away.
Oh, so this underneath the hoop?
So this is underneath, so like stand like right here so you don't hit the rim.
Jaden was the one that he pivoted the biggest. He learned that don't walk on dad's right side because it'll run you over. So he pivoted where now everything we did, he did on my left side. He came to my left side. He put things on my left side. So everything was on my left side.
Nothing could bring him down, even this. Like really, like as surprising as it is, I'm still surprised he still wanted to coach after this. Like I thought he was just like completely like, okay, it's done. It's over. Kryptonite's got to him. But I feel like God's got something for him and that he can't be brought down.
I make miracles happen!
And while Jaden has always been his dad's biggest advocate,
Okay, let's go, come on.
not everyone always believed Coach Guy has what it takes.
Are you okay? Hey, what's wrong?
As individuals, it was very difficult for them to buy into what I was selling. They didn't believe me.
Who do you have?
They were just like, this is another guy coming in, he's gonna be here for a year and then he's gone. And that's what they're used to.
I feel like the boys have always been like cared more about at LSS, so we never really had like the best coaches, but then when he came in, it really changed everything.
Okay? There's nobody out here that's gonna stop you. Nobody, okay?
The relationship that I have with them now goes beyond basketball. I feel like they're all my little daughters, and I care about them all so much.
By 2021, under Sheldon's leadership, the girls began to improve and find joy in the game, until Sheldon noticed a change in his vision.
So I was driving through the tunnel, and everything in my vision was like in here. Like I saw nothing, no vehicles. I didn't even see the tunnel side. I only could see this, and that scared me. My peripheral was changing. And so that led me to call my doctor, my optometrist right away. We need to get you into the hospital like ASAP. He's like, we need to run some tests. I don't know what's going on, but something's happening and it's happening rather quickly.
He called me one time and he's like, oh, I was driving home. My vision just started going down to like a little square and it just kept closing.
And I remember looking at him and saying, I don't know if I'll ever be able to see you again.
And that kind of got me thinking about like, how's he gonna see me walk across the stage if I graduate? Like, how's all that gonna work? Now, like, I hope this comes back to him. I hope his eyesight at least comes back to like where he can see, certain things. And yeah.
And I just looked at him and just, there's just one tear came down my eye. And I just looked at him, he looked at me, and it's like, I don't know, we just kind of connected. And I just had one tear that came down my eye. That was the last thing I saw.
Coming up.
He can hear the way the girls move.
adapting to the darkness.
He could be resting, getting better, but no, he comes here every day for us.
When W5 continues.
The neurologist labeled what I had as anterior ischemic optic neuropathy, pretty much a stroke in my eye.
47-year-old Sheldon Guy is the head coach of the Langley Secondary School Thunderbirds. The team was showing improvement under his leadership until Sheldon's vision drastically changed.
I didn't understand. I was sitting in the chair and I was just looking around at darkness and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Like, what are you telling me? Like, what is this? Like, what are you saying? He's like, there was nothing we could have done. You were destined for this, and I'm sorry, and there's nothing we can do. I drove here a week ago, and now I'm leaving here with no sight. What are you telling me? I had a direct conversation with him. I'm like, oh, like, is there, like, come on, like, there's technology out there. Like, is there surgery? Is there, like, what is there? Like, tell me, like, give me some hope. Give me something to hold on to here because I got nothing. You're giving me nothing. And he's like, there's nothing. You're gonna be like this for the rest of your life. I just didn't know what to do. But I knew I didn't want to live like this. I'd already adapted once in my life before. And this one was a tough one. In my world, in my thoughts, it was impossible. I can't pivot from this. I can't come back from this. I had these Ativans. And I was just about to take them. And I just said my goodbyes in my mind. And just before I was about to put them in my mouth, Jaden texted me. And I pressed the button to hear it. Cause like this was gonna be my last message. And he just said, I love you, Dad. God's got this for you. I literally put my phone down and I turned my hand and I took the Ativan and I threw it on the floor. I can't just give up. That's not who I am. I can't do this. I've got to pivot. I got to figure this out.
Are we cheering first?
That same day, one more message of encouragement popped up on Sheldon's phone.
Ready? Hey, Coach Sheldon, we're thinking of you. We hope you feel better soon. Together on two, family of four, 1, 2. Together, family!
It was just so uplifting to know that no matter what I was going through, they were still wanting me to be part of their lives. That video stuck with me for a lot. It still sticks with me, but through my rehab and the week out of the hospital, it stuck with me. And I remember when I came back to talk to them, I thanked them. Because those two messages, I feel they saved my life.
He just knew in his gut that he needed to go back. He knew that there was a lesson that he would be able to show those girls, you know, that to persevere, be determined, you know, don't give up, keep going, keep trying.
Sheldon's girlfriend, Chelsea Noble, knew he would be back on the court.
I think it was a week or so after he got out of the hospital and he said to me, I want to go back and coach the girls. And I said, are you sure? And he said, 100%. And I said, okay, let's do it. And I think he knew he needed it in order to just kind of right the ship, so to speak, and get him on that path to healing and getting better.
I'm not giving up on them. I'm not gonna quit. because everybody else has done that to them. And I'm not going to do that.
That's your left?
Only a few days after losing his sight, Coach Guy was back on the sidelines for Langley Secondary.
You turn right.
1, 2, 3.
Your chair's a little bit to your right.
How far to the baseline?
So keep going.
Yeah.
And the baseline is like right in front of you. That's it.
This is the baseline?
I knew that I knew my stuff. It was now trying to figure out how to implement that in a different way versus sight and teaching. It had to be sound and teaching.
Who's got shooter?
I got shooter.
Man first. Right away! Right away!
I know that after another team scores, if we're really slow on inbounds, because I can hear the ball hitting people's hands.
What are we waiting for? Let's go! Come on!
It's kind of like everything else is cleared out when I really want to focus in on what I want to hear.
Come on, ladies! Pressure! Pressure, Maya!
It was uncanny that he was actually calling out the right thing when it was happening, even though he couldn't see the game.
Where's the help? Where's the help? Help side! Help side!
Former assistant coach Kelly Brar and former athletic director Mark Wise have both seen firsthand how he relies on instincts during a game.
He can hear the way the girls move. So like you can hear with their shoes and stuff if they're flat-footed or if they're not running as fast.
Right away! Right away! Right away! Don't dribble!
And then having the courage to ask for help. Hey, I need some help with this. And you know what? He got the help with assistant coaches, and then he even got the help from some of his players.
Burnaby's over there, right?
When he stepped out onto the court, I just remember sitting on the sideline and I started to cry because I could see that he was home. He instantly knew exactly where he was. What he needed to do. He kept asking me, like, is the hoop this way? Yep, the hoop's that way. You know, like I was, kept directing him. But once he got his bearings, he just did what he needed to do. And it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible.
I can't really read that out, but these are letters. Like I think that's an O.
After a couple months of treatment with naturopaths, Sheldon has learned to see flashes and shadows on TV. He watches basketball games in an attempt to help strengthen his vision.
TSN's actually the best channel for me because they've got different colors and movement and all that sort of stuff, and I pause it. And I literally work at the letters of what I see and try and put together the words. This morning, I was able to navigate through YouTube, not by touching my phone, but by seeing certain words that I was looking for, and I gotten better. Yesterday at the game, I commended Carrie on her new haircut and her new highlights, because I saw little white things on her head, and I saw her hair out, and she just looked at me like, "You saw that?" And I looked at her and I said, "I did."
But the learning curve for Sheldon has been steep. Back at the 2021 Samura Invitational, Langley was overmatched.
No fouls!
Not winning a single game.
Shoot it!
The girls struggled on the court. Sheldon often struggled on the sideline.
Clap, everybody. Big clap. I think I just have a lot of pressure on myself to be that coach that I've always been,
And right now I'm having a tough time adjusting to the coach that I have to be. I don't want to coach as if I have a disability. I want to coach the way I know how to coach. I only know one way. I'll get better. I'll get better. I'm not giving up. That. I'm not giving up.
Sheldon is determined to improve and regain parts of his vision. His doctors are unsure whether it can be achieved, but Sheldon is unwavering and will continue on as Langley's coach.
I want them to see me at my worst, and I want them to see that I never give up. And I also want them to know never to give up on themselves or others.
Put it up! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
What's wrong?
For me, he really inspired me to always push through and persevere my weaknesses and showed me that things happen and you just have to overcome them.
Perseverance. We're persevering through a lot right now, okay? You've got a coach that really can't see what's going on, but trying to coach by sound. And I've got 13 coaches, and that's what it is. You guys are learning the game from my eyes.
Even though everything that's happening, he still comes here every day, and he doesn't have to do that. He could be resting, getting better, but no, he comes here every day for us.
Short-term goal is just to be better as individuals every day. To look at the situation and say, yeah, life's not that bad. You can pivot out of anything that you're presented with. It's, what do you choose? What's your decision? And how are you going to pivot?
Thanks, ladies.
Coach Sheldon Guy isn't letting his loss of vision limit his dreams. He's hoping to one day coach women's college basketball.